Folks, very few stories fill me with hope nowadays. Very few stories, I read them and I go, that just makes me feel good about where my country's heading. This is one of them, and I really want to share it with you because I read it and I was like, the people need to hear about this, and we need to get this global. We need to get this in every state, every city, every municipality. Your city should have one of these, because if there's one thing I hate in this world more than anything, and I'm sure you're going to agree with me, it is squatters. Squatters, I would say that the 10th circle of hell is reserved for squatters. Squatters are the most disgusting fucking people I can imagine. Listen, I don't care if I have 10 mansions and they are like the only warm spots for you to sleep during a harsh Massachusetts winter. I don't care. I don't even care if I'm not even sleeping in it that night. I don't want any squatters in my homes. And I feel as though every person here with any land who understands what it's like to own something or feel something tangible that they've worked for in their lives, they don't want to experience that. Whether or not you're a landlord, whether or not you're a homeowner who's just like, maybe you're leaving your home for the winter and you're going to come home and you're going to find a hippie commune living in it. You're going to find a Manson family living in your townhome in your lake home up in Minnesota, up in that little lake that little lake house, whatever. It's going to be raided with a bunch of hillbillies the moment you come back up because you left the key under the rock like everybody thought you would. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you about this. In late December 2025, reports emerged about James Jacobs, a San Francisco-based entrepreneur operating ASAP Squatter Removal, a service offering to evict squatters from properties in Northern California. The company markets itself as the number one squatter removal service with a claimed 95% success rate, targeting property owners frustrated with lengthy legal eviction processes amid California's housing crisis and tenant protections. Because as we know, California has gotten ridiculous with protecting the people who want to sleep in your gutters. Jacob, he promotes the business as a mixed martial artist in combat training with promotional images at the company websites depicting him wielding a samurai sword alongside tactical gear emphasizing preparedness for unpredictable situations, including alleged organized squatter groups. Folks, I mean, are you even a municipality? Are you even a city? Are you even a town? Are you just some crumdom, whatever, like two-horse town stopover? Like, are you even real until you have a squatter removal service? Answer me that. Is any civilization really civilized until you have someone to just say, hey, private property, dipshit, get out? Do we really need squatters' rights? In my honest take, do we really need them? Think of one case where you've looked at them and said, okay, maybe they're on the right side in this case. None! You've never looked at a squatters' rights case and said, maybe there's a case to be made here. The service, it operates effectively by having property owners sign a lease agreement with Jacobs and his team, effectively making them legal occupants who can then demand removal of unauthorized individuals as trespassers by bypassing traditional court evictions. Jacobs conducts initial surveillance to verify illegal occupancy and pre-approve clients whatever they may request. Services extend beyond removal to include property defense, discrete surveillance, security assessments, and protection plans, and costs starting around $10,000. While Jacobs claims multiple successful operations and posts videos of property tours and removals online, he has cited non-disclosure agreements while declining to provide detailed proof to journalists. I mean, let's take a look at this guy on the news. It's Cron 4. I mean, I don't know, like, Bay Area news stations. KARN, that means it's west of the Mississippi, so that checks out.
A company in the Bay Area offering help with removing squatters from properties, and they're doing it by using swords. ASAP Squatter Removal's CEO says the company has a 95% success rate. Cron 4's Rob Nesbitt reports on how they do it.
By the way, higher than the police. Higher than the police.
It sounds like an intense way to remove a squatter. Go in with a samurai sword
no,
and
it doesn't.
The squatters out. But the CEO of the company offering this service says it's more complicated than that.
Diagonals to the side.
James Jacobs has been trained in martial arts for 15 years, showing me what's called a trainer blade. It would be illegal to have a real blade in public, but Jacobs started his company, ASAP Squatter Removal, to use real swords to clear squatters from properties. The CEO says surveillance is done first to pre-approve clients and make sure the squatters are illegally on a property. After that's established, a process called breach and clear is done.
Breaching is breaking into the property and then clearing it.
This guy, by the way, he's got long hair, ponytailed it up, so he's very cool. No undershirt as far as I can see, long leather jacket on top with a what looks to be an armor plate with the United States flag on it.
Is actively going through the rooms and making sure there's no active threat.
According to Jacobs, lease agreements are signed between him and the property owners to allow his team to go in and remove squatters. And it's not just samurai swords used.
AR-15s, we have M590, shotguns.
He's been in the work of removing squatters for 7 years and says it's a completely legal process. I talked with Cron 4 legal analyst Stephen Clark, who says that might be the case, but that the tactics used to remove someone from a property could lead to a criminal liability.
The samurai sword is a deadly weapon, and if there was a confrontation with a tenant or someone overstaying on the property, and that samurai sword was used to inflict injury, that could result in a criminal prosecution.
Clark recommends going through law enforcement and the court process required to remove someone from the...
No, because the Bay Area homeowners are beginning to realize that the city has abandoned them. They're beginning to realize that the city and the state are not coming to save them. Gavin Newsom is busy making a brand new wine on his vineyard. He's caught up. He's also plotting his run for president in 2028, shortly before, I don't know whoever's going to win. I'm guessing it's going to be Jake Paul. And I'm very excited for it. So, listen, I really want to be honest with you. If we don't get honest and say that the police have given up in a lot of cities, the defund the police movement has killed a lot of their auras. A lot of them have erectile dysfunction. A lot of them can't get hard to, whatever with their wives. It's embarrassing. It's sad. You look at a lot of the Fargo PD. A lot of them go up to that one Sandusky's Donuts or whatever too much. It's like ridiculous, you guys. I go to the mall. I went to the mall the other day, and it was like this was a couple months back. And this fucking, whatever it's called, we were walking, me and my fiance, through Macy's. And a black guy's running towards us. Immediately, I assume that, oh shit, he might be running at me. Like, I don't know what he's doing. But then I look behind him and I see rotund boy, this absolutely curmudgeonly, just big jolly looking guy with glasses and whatnot. He's like in a uniform, so apparently he's the officer, allegedly. It looked like a Halloween costume. And he is waddling, not running, not even jostling his fat little fucking arms in order to get into a brisk walk. He is waddling after this black man who's in a full sprint. He runs by me and my fiance. She's in the aisle section, and he runs by us and whatnot. And we jet off, and we're like, holy shit, that's crazy. And we watch as this guy, about a minute later, because it takes him a second, you know what I mean? Give him a minute. Piggy Pig's on his way. He keeps waddling, and he manages to move his fat little fingers over to his walkie-talkie and goes, he's heading out the back. He's going out the southeast entrance of blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, the fact that they can understand you through the radio static and your cheeks is ridiculous. Listen. If Fargo PD is in such bad condition, I love the fact that the Fargo PD, they had their sheriff go on Facebook and tell everybody about how great of a job they've all been doing, how great a year 2025 was, even though we went chasing Tyreek Jones for a few months. He wasn't even the killer. He wasn't the guy who shot those people on Broadway. 2 of them ended up dying. There's a killer still out there. There's a killer still out on the streets. There's many actually out on the streets. There are many killers out on the streets of Fargo. The homeless population is out of control. There's people sleeping under bridges in parks. I don't know what else to tell you except for, like, yeah, you might claim it was a great year, buddy. You might claim it was a fantastic year. You can make whatever claims you want, Fargo PD, but people will not be lied to, especially when they see Facebook videos of 3 of your officers, 2 men, 1 woman, on one guy. He looks like a little big. He looks like fat, like he might not be able to fight, but he has this long hair and he's in like a tank top, and he decks both of your officers. He decks the man, decks the woman, breaks out of both of their grips and runs away. And by the way, he doesn't get caught. Can you just, like, be honest with the fact that your cops in particular really need to get their shit under control? Fargo PD, listen here, listen to me. I'm going to tell you how you need to fix your reputation. Everybody put Officer Twink back on your Instagram page. He's the only one that everybody likes. Everybody else is too white. I'm going to be honest with you, too uncomfy. They all act like Mormons. They all act like they've never had sex. They all act like they go to church regularly. Like, he's the only one with personality. He is the only one with interest, intrigue. Officer Twink, Officer Henning, we love him, whatever. Let's be honest. The police have given up in a lot of areas. I would not be surprised until Fargo begins having squatter services removing people, because this will happen. This will happen. The homeless are not going to sit out in the cold all night. They're going to be sleeping in your shed, believe it or not. They're going to be sleeping in a shed.
Property. Jacobs disagrees, saying he's well aware of the risks, which is why he takes precautions to avoid legal battles down the road.
I have a $1 million insurance policy. I have an in-house attorney. Heck, people make wrongful claims against my business all the time just to try and get money.
The cost of removing a squatter from your property using ASAP squatter removal starts at $10,000. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Rob Nesbitt, Cron 4 News.
Worth it, in my personal opinion. Worth every single cent. I mean, the Bay Area's housing market, it's having vacant properties, attracting a lot of squatters, owners. They need fast resolutions, and they need to seek formal outside channels. You know what I mean? I want them to do so. No reports indicate that there's been any actions against their team yet, like in that have won, so that's good. The approach, I think, listen, we got to think about the fact that we got to get honest and serious. If the cops don't take care of things, private citizens will, and if they do that, God help them. God help them. Vigilantism rarely ever ends well. You will end up this man, he will be Bruce Wayne. He'll be living in Europe in a few years, and then his butler will see him, and then he'll, like, toast to him across the room, and then they'll never see each other again, and he'll go live out his life in Europe, and that'll be a beautiful thing. I mean, best of luck to this company. I can't wait till it makes its way and has a branch in North Dakota. It's going to be exciting. Fargo looks forward to having you for their business. We have a lot of homeless. They're probably going to be breaking in soon.